And we're back. It's Geek Out to Say, and it's Friday, and I don't give a damn. So
That's rude.
I don't give a darn.
Darn.
A darn.
Darn. It doesn't seem to have the same effect.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. But we're here. It's another Friday, and we had some a lot of traffic on Geek Out to Say about one post that we did. Well, this one was my post. I don't post all that often.
I know, it's kind of jelly. I was like, wow, he got a lot of play on that. Fine, I'll never post again. Yeah.
When something is posted, it's usually Colleen. Every once in a while, I'll find something cool. And I found something really good that was like, people wanted to talk about.
Well, apparently, because people kind of blew that post up. I mean, I just kept looking, and people kept commenting, and I kept looking, and...
Well, I stopped commenting on it because I was kind of like done for the day. Because we've been really busy getting ready for GaMexpo. And just doing a lot of stuff, and it's wearing down on us a little bit, but...
Yeah, I almost was going to ask you if we could skip tonight, but I know we can't. We've skipped more than we normally would. We normally would never skip, and we've kind of skipped a few this year. So I was like, oh, I'm so tired. Okay, I can do it. I'm going to rally the troops. We can go on Geek Out to Say and talk to everybody. And we can. But, yeah, we've had a lot on our plates lately. So it was really kind of encouraging, and it kind of gave me a boost because I don't think people realize how hard it is to sit here every week and feel like, we're talking about things and we're trying to introduce people to fandom and bring up things in the community, and then sometimes you don't get as much response. And for me, It's hard because I take it kind of personally, and I feel like people maybe don't like us, and like, why are we spinning our wheels? I'm human, so I get, kind of bummed out sometimes. So to see everybody talking about that one subject and really engaged in it, I was like, oh, yes, okay, people do see what we have to say and care about what we have to say and have some of our opinions.
Hopeful Survivor says, no skip. Yeah, no skip.
No skip.
It's going to be interesting to figure out what we're going to do next Friday, because next Friday is GameXpo.
Yes.
So it'll be kind of like just starting at 6.
Yeah, so I don't know how we're going to do that unless we pre-tape something, which is not normally like us, but, or...
Maybe we'll go around...
A bunch of live
Facebook is what I thought we were going to do, was just a bunch of Facebook live stuff for that weekend. So, and then we will be doing... we're actually going to do one specialty event that we're going to tape, but I don't want to leak anything about that right now.
That one we're not talking about because we're going to leak it out. We're going to let it out after it's done.
And it's kind of... It's a thing. So anyway, so we are going to be taping one whole event, and it's for a special reason. So we're doing that on Saturday.
Yeah,
and then we're probably going to also tape something at the fire pits too.
Yeah, that's gonna be
which
cool.
is going to be fun and is going to kind of lead y'all into like October and Halloween-ish. So we do have some things planned. We're just going to have to get all the logistics planned out this week before we
talk about that stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about.
I'm like,
because you may have covered a lot, but that's just like scratching the surface of what's happening. I'm gonna go back to what we posted on Facebook yesterday. I feel people really weren't finished talking about that, and not everybody got everything that they wanted to get out. But there was this article that I posted. It was about celebrities making a lot of money at conventions, even so much money that they actually make more doing the conventions than in one weekend than doing one episode of their show.
I find that hard to believe. I did find some of that
Depends.
hard to believe. But I'm not on the back end, so I don't know. I do know that
Ola, what's up, Mr. Turkey Leg? Hey, Mr. Turkey Leg.
Mr.
He
Turkey
says,
Leg.
oh.
I do know that they make like a ridiculous amount of money, like they do. And I do have a problem with it, but maybe everybody doesn't want to hear about that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people do think, because a lot of people work a lot of hours to make the money to pay for this stuff, and the prices have just been going up and up and up and up. Whereas you could used to get an autograph for like $5-10, now it's like 50 to 150 to 200.
It's more
just
than
for
the
a
cost
signature.
of getting in there
Yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah, so you're pretty much paying the cost of getting in there just so that the promoter can pay for the building, because we've talked about this before too, is that a lot of these cons, you're basically paying the cost just to go in to see some vendors and to see some celebrities. You're not even really getting anything for your money, except you got to help pay for the cost of a building.
You're paying to stand in line.
Yeah. I feel like, especially when you come to a town like San Antonio, we are in a place where, we're in a town that's on the lower income spectrum.
He says, hi. Sorry I misspelled because he said ho and then hi. He says, first time a YouTuber said hi to me. I was like, well, hi again, hi, Mr. Turkey Leg.
So the problem is, here we are in San Antonio, and most people here are making minimum wage-ish, okay?
Yeah.
So if you think about it, minimum wage is what now? Because I don't make minimum wage, unfortunately. I don't know. It's somewhere in the $8 spectrum, right?
Right.
It's like $8.25 or something like that.
Give or take. Okay, so let's say you're making about $8 an hour. So you've had to pay to go into the con. That's like $50 if you're lucky. Now you're paying for an autograph, which I've seen for like some of the B-list or like low tier-ish celebrities, about $40 just to get them to sign a picture. So that's like you worked
but most
half
of this
a
stuff
day just to get
are
that
like
one
at Comic-Cons where the bigger celebrities are.
Well, now you got you can't talk because you have Summer Glau.
I paid like, what, $40 for that?
You did?
I think it was $40.
$40 for her autograph.
But $40
nice
is still... She was nice and she talked to everybody.
And the nice thing about her was you signed up for time slots. So I like the way that Gen Con did this, because then you weren't standing in line for hours and hours and hours. They, I guess, talked to her and knew, like, she wanted, 5 minutes with every person that she met or whatever. So she knew that she could see... like 10 people an hour. So you signed up for those spots. So you got to be in line between 2 and 3. That was your spot. And if you got there a little early, you just got in your 2 to 3 o'clock spot and you were first, second, third. There was no like you're first at the 2 o'clock spot or whatever. You just came and lined up. And so you're just standing there with a few people who are interested. You didn't waste your whole day standing around. We got to go because we were at Gen Con, so we got to go and we were doing interviews there and playing games and stuff like that. I liked that system. I didn't feel we were as cheated with that system.
Right.
But there wasn't like a million celebrities.
No, it was like her.
It was her and a couple, and a few others.
Tony Dieterlizzi, and that, like, to me, he was a celebrity, and I think it just depends on, what you, like, how you view people, whether you view him, but he's an author and an artist, and for me, that's, celebrity status, I guess. But I don't know.
It's the Spiderweb Chronicles, right?
Yeah, the Spiderweb Chronicles, and he did a lot of the drawings for, like, D&D and stuff like that, so. I don't know.
Or Magic.
So you paid for, I paid for it for you because you have like a total mega crush on Summer Glau. So like he does, it's true. Like I don't have a problem with it. But why, like what was the allure of, like I ran and did it for Carrie Elwes, I guess is the way you say his last name. It's Elwes. I don't even know how to say the man's name. I paid $20 because it was $20, and I had $20, and I was like, "Oh, look, $20 here, sign my Princess Bride," And I was like, "And say the line for me, dance monkey," He was like, as you wish. And he knew what to do, you know? Like,
Well, I don't think he even needed to say anything because he already did it. I mean, he figured that's what people want to hear, right?
well, he asked me, he says, well, how do you want me to sign your movie? And I said, do I really, like, do you want me to say it out loud? It's, like, kind of embarrassing. I'm sure you've heard it, like, a million times. And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. And I was like, will you say it? And he's like, as you wish. And I was like, yep, that's it. So do it, you know. And it was $20, and I talked to him for a couple of minutes. He had a cold, and he was under the weather, and we talked for a few minutes about his plane ride and stuff. He just happened to be really nice, and it was $20, and I didn't mind.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them, like, I've seen, like, when they had what's-her-face that was Agent May on S.H.I.E.L.D., and she was at Comic-Con, and she was only there for a couple of hours, and people paid all this money, and they stood in line, and it was like cattle, you know. Come on, cow. Here's your autograph. Okay, I'm standing with you. Here's my picture. Get out, you know. Give me your $50. Go buy. You know. I don't know.
It's kind of disconcerting. It just seems like, I mean, we've even done stuff with people that are very very personable.
Like Sam Jones is like the best. He's hilarious.
He was awesome.
Sam Jones is the best. Yeah, he's the best. He is funny. He's super personable. He will just talk you up a storm. He's really, really nice. Like
yeah.
And I almost feel like, and maybe this is where I feel the disconnect. I feel like if these people are paying all of this money, that's kind of how you should be. Like, that's what people are paying for. I think where I get the problem is these narcissistic celebrities that sit around and they're like, you know, grumpy the whole time, and they don't want to be there, and people are paying all this money, and they're treating them like cattle. Like, if you didn't want to do it, just don't do it. You know, if you want to come and you want to make the money, you should be getting paid for a service. Your service should not just be your name. I guess that's how I feel about it. Your service should not just be your name. Like, you should still have to come and be personable. Yeah. Right. You should have to be personable. Like, these people on the chat were saying, or on the Facebook, they were saying, well, they don't owe you anything. They kind of do. Like, if we weren't watching them and we weren't fans of them, they wouldn't have these shows to begin with, right? So you kind of do owe us in a way. It's a different thing. Because I saw the analogy of, like, the Walmart worker doesn't owe you. They don't have to be nice to you. They don't owe you. And they kind of do too. Like, because if you're not nice to me and I stop shopping at Walmart, and enough of us stop shopping at Walmart, and
then
we go to Target, you don't have a job. So if you're in the entertainment industry or retail industry or anything like that, where you have to be personable to people, like, that's the first rule at Disney World when you're at a theme park. Like, you're supposed to act like you're friends with everybody that comes there because they're supposed to enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
Because if they enjoy the experience, then they hype you up. But if they hate the experience, they'll talk about you even more.
Yeah.
And they'll spread it even further.
Because bad news travels a lot further than good news.
So I don't know. I don't personally have a problem with people who want to pay to go see celebrities. That's not what I have a problem with.
Some of the prices that people have to pay to do some of
I have
the
a problem
stuff.
with the prices that people have to pay. I was pretty surprised. We looked at some VIP packages for some conventions, and I was pretty surprised at some of the prices, like at Wizard World in Austin. And
some of those packages, the convention gets a cut of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you and I know for conventions, you have to pay overhead. Like, people have got to understand, like, the venues cost so much money. Y'all have no idea how much it costs just to rent a venue for 3 days. You know, we're talking like $20,000 plus to rent a venue. That's just the venue. Plus, you've got to add in, like, the tables and the chairs and all the drapings around the tables and chairs and all that pipe and drape that they put around everything to make it look nice. And then if you're paying the guests to come in, you've got to pay them in their hotel and their airfare and their meals.
And their per diem. It gets expensive.
It gets super expensive really fast.
And then sometimes depending on the celebrity, sometimes they need other needs. Like, maybe they have, like, special needs that need to be met.
Yeah, maybe they need need 6 pounds of green M&Ms, like, in a crystal bowl, and all the M's are flipped over. Like, they need that.
Yeah.
So they wanted W's on them.
Oh, darn, I got that wrong. I got to start over. Stupid Marcelo.
He posted that, didn't he? But he was just joking.
He told me that. I was going to try to make it happen, but I've been so busy.
I'm also happy that we just found out today that Douglas Chadwick is actually going to be at our con after all, because
I'm super
it was
excited.
kind of like iffy there because
the poor
he
man
just
got
had
his whole
surgery.
knee replaced, like the whole knee replaced. So I told him all he has to do. He's really excited because he's doing the game design competition, which we got in all the parts from the game crafter. So that's going to be super fabulous.
Have
but
you
he's
ever
excited.
did a game video, like video on a game or something like that? I mean to say.
Like on Twitch or something?
Yeah, I mean we've done.
We did Mario Maker. We did that on
Yeah.
Twitch.
Well, we didn't.
Well, we played.
We played.
We played.
We played on somebody else's Twitch.
We actually don't have a whole lot of time to play video games. We used to play video games, but we haven't had a whole lot of time to just like sit down and play video games.
No, I mean we won't, but we may announce eventually somebody that will do that on our channel.
And I'd like to do some because some of our viewers would like to see us play some video games. So it's something that we've talked about, but it's not really our genre. It's not really our wheelhouse. We do more of like interviewing people and talking about stuff that's geeky news. So this is more like a news, because I know who asked you that question, and it's one of my kids. So this is more like a news channel. So we're like giving the news reports.
Mr. Turkey Leg?
Uh-huh.
Oh. He's very vocal in here. He's talking a lot, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
But yeah, no. I mean, it's eventually coming. That's just for me. So it's Hopeful Survivor. Hopeful Survivor is a buddy of ours. He was on, 2 shows ago?
Yep.
And he's the one that, I didn't even put it on. He got me a Team Mystic cap, but I don't have it on today.
I wanted the Flash because I'm super excited that the Flash is coming out next week, and I thought we would talk about it just for a couple of seconds. So I actually, Vince wasn't paying attention.
Did
I
you
was like,
see
"Here, you're gonna wear
the
this
Fight
tonight."
Club video?
What? No?
Oh, did you see the Fight Club video?
Wait.
What?
What happened? What happened?
So it's the Flash, Arrow, Atom, Firestorm, what is it? White Canary. Who else was in it? And Supergirl.
Really?
And Cisco is in there, and then he's kind of like putting him through a scenario where it's like shooting out lasers and doing all this stuff, kind of like the X-Men thing, dude. But they're all in there fighting this thing together, and they call it Fight Club.
Oh darn! I thought he meant like Fight Club, like Brad Pitt kind of Fight Club. Like I wanted to see like Flash and Arrow go at each other. No, not like that.
No, not like that.
Darn, he got my.
But they're
that?
like all.
No, he got my hopes up. I was so excited.
But it was really. You got to see it. It's really cool.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
You got to check it
So
out.
it's gonna be for one of the episodes for one of the Flash episodes.
I think they're just showing that all the shows are going to be on the CW from now on.
Oh, so they are bringing back DC Legends of Tomorrow? I wasn't sure if that one was going to die or not.
I know Atom's coming back. I know Firestorm's coming back.
And White Canary. She
And
was
White
on
Canary, yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow also. Now I gotta have to look that up. I'm gonna have to Google that while we talk about other stuff. You open your loot crate while I Google things. No.
Okay, while we're doing it, because I was going to do this last week and I didn't get a chance to. So I already cut it, but I didn't open it, actually. So here's the open. Everything's nice and folded and everything because I didn't touch it. And I've seen this shirt before because I saw somebody wear it.
And
he's like, "Oh yeah, I got it from." Oh yeah, I got it from Loot Crate. I was like, "Oh man." So yeah,
Very nice.
Stark Motor Racing.
Stark Industries, Stark Motor Racing.
And he said this was an actually really good one, and I think it really is too. It is a Battlestar Galactica. We Live Titans.
Eh.
Get out.
I'm like,
Go
"Nah."
away.
Yeah.
No, I used to like Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, this is cool.
You know, back in the day. When Apollo was a dude.
With the capes.
He did like the capes. He did. In fact,
It's a
that was one of
Batman.
the only reasons that I even like
It's a
enjoyed Texas
Batwing-
Comic Con.
It's a
But then-
Batwing keychain.
Nice.
Batwing.
That's really cool.
Batman. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know, I'm a terrible person, but Apollo and they were at Texas Comic Con, which was a sad kind of little
It's
Comic-Con,
a
but-
hoodies arrow.
Oh, like a
It's a green arrow.
cool. Like you could put it on your old like car and stuff.
Yeah. And
That's so cute. Supergirl's like all excited about
Eleanor.
Fight Club. Eleanor.
Gone in 60
Gone in
seconds.
60 seconds.
That's pretty sweet. Is that
And
a
then
ramp?
the what?
Is that a ramp or?
Yeah, it's to
Yeah,
ramp
yeah,
to
yeah.
like. The,
I guess, yeah. So you
Yeah.
put it. I guess you put it all together with this. This is one cool thing that I think they've been doing now, is the boxes become stuff now, which is really cool.
Whoa! We're getting interference on the box.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, because it's green.
dude, that video didn't show anything. It just showed them all standing in the room. Is that the video you saw?
Yeah, they're not just standing in a room, so no, it's not the same one.
It just sees them all laughing, and then she like Supergirl's all excited because she gets to be part of Fight Club.
Yeah, it's a long video of them fighting that thing. Maybe you didn't see it all. But yeah, I got a t-shirt, so that's a good thing. You got a couple of cool little thingies.
Yeah.
I guess this was like a racing thing?
Speed?
Speed?
No, because it would be Flash, not Arrow. But
Well,
yeah,
it
it's
could have
gotta be
been
racing.
Flash or Arrow.
Does it not say on the book?
Should say on the book, yeah.
I know my anime crate says it on the poster.
Yeah, it's Speed.
Speed.
Speed. Oh no, it's not a ramp. It's car.
Oh wow.
So
Oh.
that's
I
cool.
liked the whole turn the box into a hammer. I liked that last time where we turned the box into Harley Quinn's hammer. So, yeah, I'm with you. I like the whole now that you can turn the box into something.
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily that I'll keep them forever. They're probably going to go in the recycle bin. But definitely, like, I do like that as an added bonus for the Loot Crate. And I do like that they've been listening because they sent a bunch of us surveys almost a year ago. And from the people that I had talked to, a bunch of us said, we're paying all this money for this Loot Crate. Stop sending us junk.
Right.
Like, we want figures. We want T-shirts. Those are the things we want. And they really have amped it up as far as that. So I am excited that they did
You can
that.
get a Loot for Fangirls crate.
I know. I looked at some of those, and I actually ordered some. Like, they had a grab bag of, like, leftover stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was only $5, and you could go on. So I ordered it, and it was like a mystery bag, and you could get stuff. But I got a Zelda scarf, and I don't do Zelda, so I gave it to Michelle. And I got some other stuff that, like, I wasn't really thrilled with, so I think I, like, regifted it. But, yeah, I don't know. I didn't love it yet. I don't know that... I hate to be this way, but sometimes when they make things specifically for girls, it feels like pandering.
I was gonna say that I don't like the gendering of
Yeah.
the geekdom.
Yes, I didn't like that, and I know that people are like, oh, you know, she's a hater woman and she hates on all men or whatever, and you know, feminism, blah blah blah. But it just doesn't seem necessary. Like I like this stuff too. I don't particularly like this particular crate. It's not my genre of stuff, but like I was
But it's
giddy over
Eleanor.
I didn't really like Nicolas Cage. Okay, like who cares? Um,
The Wicker Man.
I mean, although my youngest child is named
Face
after
Off.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah, my youngest child is named after
Face
Nicolas
Off, that's
Cage.
one of
'cause I
your
was
favorite
watching
movies.
Face Off. It is my favorite movie. I was actually watching Face Off when Nick was born, and that's where his name is like spelled, which gives him heart palpitations because nobody can spell Nicholas without a C, without an H or a K in it. It's just Nicolas. I do like this. This is sharp and
that's
pointy
really cool.
and it looks dangerous, and it's fun. I like sharp and pointy and dangerous things. I like this
Because it's fast.
and I like Battlestar Galactica, but and I like
That's
the
the new stuff.
I like the Cylons, but I'm not loving it. I wish that we would have gotten just an actual Cylon instead of this. I would have been happier. That would have made a bigger connection to
Well,
me.
the new Cylons.
But like, how are they gonna girly this up for me? I don't know.
Don't the new Cylons just look like human?
Well, they had some of the older toaster ones.
I like the old toasters. Admiral Adama.
So that one was a decent one. I didn't hate it. I probably would have preferred the
Hated
Flash.
Really? Because you started watching Arrow. I mean, well, the Flash didn't come out before Arrow, so
Yeah.
I guess it's not a thing.
I like
but
Arrow. But I like Flash better.
Flash is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm wondering. I'm sure it's plastic.
Open it. Check it. See? Look at it, Gelfling.
See it? You must. Look at it. I have been wanting to watch The Dark Crystal so badly. Like, no lie.
They need to remake that or do
No!
a sequel.
Shut up! Get something hard and throw at him,
I'm just gonna cut his feed.
They need to make a
that's
sequel to it.
Cut his mic off. He's done. He's done. Nobody heard him say that. Knock on the universe.
Not even a sequel?
No. Just leave it alone.
You can't add to perfection.
Just leave it. It was perfection.
There's a whole story left.
It's plastic.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, sad face. I feel like cheated. It's a magnet. It's a magnet. Magnet.
Oh, Mr. Turkey Legs says, Mrs. Guzman, it's me from your class.
Yeah, I know, child. I figured that out half an hour ago. Look, it's a magnet. Hi, me from my class. Thank you for watching. Silly.
So,
turkey
back
leg.
to celebrities. I don't know.
Celebrities. Okay, so let's do this. I want to play a game. So we know you've already paid for Summer Glau.
Yes.
Let's pick a price point. 40? Is 40 a fair price point? Let's say it's $40.
$40.
$40. Along with the $40, you get a designated time slot. So you only have to stand in line for 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
And you get 5 minutes of talking time. Undivided attention, 5 minutes talking time. Nobody's rushing you. The celebrity is personable. You get an autograph and you get to take a picture, selfie with your cell phone. Okay? So autograph, selfie, 5 minutes, designated line time, $40.
But 5 minutes will include all of that stuff.
Yes. 5 minutes includes all that stuff.
Okay.
Okay? Because you don't want to hog their whole day. Like, they do need to make money. It is their job. Who's your top 3? Oh, and do they have to be alive, or can we say if they're like people that were dead and
They have to be alive.
Let's keep them alive.
alive? Okay.
Alive.
They have to be alive.
So top 3 celebrities that you would choose.
Well, it's her.
We've already seen her, so
That's
Anne Hathaway is one.
Anne Hathaway. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about her anymore.
She's
think
coming
she's
out with this new weird movie, which I wanted to talk to you about. But anyways, what about you, Christopher? Can you think of
Patrick
3?
Stewart.
Okay, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, he would probably be an awesome one.
Definitely.
Way better than I hear Shatner is.
Okay, so some friends of mine who shall not be named, who own a tabletop gaming company, made a tabletop
And Doug says,
game.
hello.
Hello,
Hey, Doug. We
So
were
they
just
made a
talking about
tabletop
you.
game, Star Trek tabletop game. They were at a convention where Shatner was, took a picture with Shatner. He looks like it is like the worst day of his life, and he wishes he was not there. I was like, ew, Captain Kirk, you're rude. I don't like you anymore. Like, I was sad. I don't like it. Okay, so Patrick Stewart, yes, he seems very interesting. I would go with that. I would have to just, like, throw at least one, like, super hot human being in there because, I mean, they're super hot. So for me, it would be Ryan Reynolds.
Patrick Stewart is super hot.
No. I love Patrick Stewart, but no.
I'm
But
cutting your feet
Christopher,
off.
yes. Christopher loves Patrick Stewart. All right.
Patrick Stewart would have to be one of the
I
biggest
would pay,
personable one that I would want.
I would think he would be personable. He and I just lost his name, and he plays Magneto, and they always do funny things on Twitter and stuff with him. Yeah, I can't think of his name. It's Ian
McClellan?
Yes, right?
Right?
Something
I think it's
like
Ian
that.
McClellan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think they would probably be interesting to meet. Yeah, I think they would be interesting. I think that one that I would probably pay for if I got all of those perks that I just named out, I think I would meet Kevin Smith. I would want to meet Kevin Smith. For me, there's something about Kevin Smith that I just think so. I think I would meet Kevin Smith.
He would be a lot of fun.
I think he would be fun and interesting and like, I don't know. I think it would be interesting. So for me, it would be Kevin Smith, Ryan Reynolds, and I think for me it would have to be, God, I'm really bad with these celebrities' names. What's her face? She's been in a million things. She's super funny. Spy, Ghostbusters. You know, she's a big girl, so that's why I love her. Love the big girls because I'm one of them. She's part of my tribe. Oh, Melissa McCarthy.
There you go.
That's her name. I think
She'd
her.
be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I'd totes do it for her because I think she'd be fun.
So, Patrick Stewart.
You're just stealing mine. I see how it is.
It would have to be.
You're telling me it wouldn't be like Harrison Ford or
no, not Harrison Ford, but
Luke Skywalker. What's his name? God, I can't remember.
Mark
Stupid
Hamill.
name. Mark Hamill. There we go.
The best.
So
Joker.
it would be Mark Hamill, well, because he's the Joker, and he was in the Guyver, and of course because he was in Star Wars.
And I figured Harrison Ford, Blade Runner, and Star Wars,
And he was,
like.
and also because he was Cockknocker.
But of course, definitely. So no Harrison. He
I
seems
think he
droll.
would be grumpy.
He seems grumpy, like not Tommy Lee Jones grumpy, but definitely like kind of grumpy.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to meet
Like
him.
I've heard some things about Tommy Lee Jones, and I feel like just like looking at Tommy Lee Jones, he's like grumpy. Like I feel like he is. You know who's really nice and personable?
It went back.
On what do you call it? On Facebook is Jackie Earl Haley. He was Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
He's
pretty
in
cool.
Preacher.
Yeah.
Like he's funny on Facebook. Like he friended me on Facebook. He friends whatever. Everybody on Facebook is not a thing. But
Well, I don't think he
and
does
Sam Jones.
everybody.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't know. He and Sam Jones both friended me, and both of them are, like, really nice. Like, they'll respond to things. Sometimes they'll, like, say things on your things. Like, they're nice. I like them. No, you know, they use a lot to, like, promote their events and stuff like that, which is great. But they also put personal stuff, he just put a picture of him and his daughter up there the other day and stuff. And so I like to see those little things.
Right.
Like, it's nice. So
Let me pick my turn, and I'll go over some of the picks that Hopeful Survivor have. And my last one...
And
Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yeah, I bet he chooses Angelina Jolie
'cause
nowadays. out.
Get out.
That's it. I am going and I am taking your copy of Hackers and it is
No. So,
She's
Hope
so
for
cute in
Survivor
Hackers.
says Captain Sparkles, Matthew Patrick, Game Theory.
Is that a person? Is that a celebrity person?
Syndicate, all YouTubers.
No, that's a neck. No. You can't pick YouTubers. They're not like actual celebrities. They're just YouTubers. It would be like if Vincent and I got like 1 million people to watch us or something. We wouldn't really be celebrities. That's not a thing, is it?
That's a
YouTube
thing.
celebrity, yeah.
Where have you been?
I don't get that as being a thing. Like, that can't be a thing.
Why not?
It
it's,
is a
it's just
thing.
another media. Like a movie is a media, a TV show is a media, a YouTube
It's a
channel is a
thing
media.
now, yeah.
It's so weird. Like, I don't get
21st
it. Like,
century.
it's so weird. Like, I don't get it at all. I mean, I know, like, PewDiePie. God, he's so annoying. Like, he has all these people that watch him, but is he really a celebrity? Like, he's just an annoying dude, like, in his room talking about stupid video games. And he's like, that sick man fell down and he broke his penis. Is that a talent?
Well, I don't know. It's you know, I could compare that to like some of the Adam Sandler movies. So
I mean, there's that. Spanglish, really?
Spanglish,
No,
yeah.
that's a good one. I like Wedding Singer. Those are good.
I-
Why are you
we're-
harshing on Adam Sandler?
Doug asks, are we doing a show Friday of the con? I think we're going to do something.
We're going to do things. They may be Facebook Live things. And we're doing some special taped things on Saturday that are going to be put up on the page. But I don't know if we're going to have time to do, per se, an interview.
So, Sean, you actually need to pick specific people.
I say, Sean, for this challenge, you have to pick non-YouTubers because they're not humans.
I got my other two.
Oh, okay, what's Christopher's other two?
So Patrick Stewart was my first one.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Oldman.
Oh, okay, yes, totes. Okay, yes.
And then I've always had kind of like you have a thing for her, Vince. I've always wanted a Willow from Buffy.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. Yeah, she's a nice one too.
Yeah.
Who now?
Elijah
Elijah Dushku. I mean,
There you
yeah,
go,
I
there
was
you go.
surprised you didn't go with Elijah Dushku.
And apparently, who was telling me this? Someone was telling me she's even prettier in person.
Dude, sometimes you gotta trip a chick. It's not even fair. She looks like ridiculously gorgeous. Yeah, she's ridiculous. So I don't blame y'all. I don't blame you at all. Ask Doug. Doug, I know you're like lagging behind us a little bit. There's always a lag. But when you get to this part, Doug, could you think of some celebrities that you would like? And Mr. Turkey Leg, if you're still watching, bless your little pea picking heart, can you tell us some famous people that you would like to meet? If you had a job and you could pay $40, who would you meet?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see?
Would you pay more than $40 for those, though?
40's kind of my, I don't know. I feel like 40's my limit. I don't
For
know.
Gary Oldman, I'd pay more. I might pay up to 60 because I've loved everything he was in. But that's it. I'm not gonna go past that.
Not past 60.
So nothing past 60. I probably wouldn't go past 50.
Not
'Cause
past
then-
50.
I was gonna say 50, but it's one of those. If somebody took me there and it's like, well, it's only
It's
that's only
$10
$10 more.
dollars. Yeah. But then at 60, you're like, oh,
No,
y'all
no.
are really pushing
Yeah.
me. Yeah, you're really pushing me. So I'm thinking, no, not necessarily. I don't know that there's any of them that I would want to go over 40. There's a lot of them I'm not even willing to pay the 40. So, what is it?
Doug says 40. I'm friends with the ones I like. Jerk, Doug. Because he lives right by
California.
all of them.
Yeah. Stupid California jerks. So what is the con etiquette?
And he's not even kidding.
No, he's not. What is the con etiquette for, let's say I do like a celebrity and I think they're interesting, right? But I am
He says,
cheap
so
or
I don't
whatever."
even pay for autographs.
Shut up, Doug. Stop talking now.
I know too many, I guess.
What is con etiquette for, like, because I've always wondered this, and I feel like a jerk, but sometimes I just want to walk up and be like, hey, it's nice to meet you. Like, I think you're really cool. Is that like super cheesy? Is that like you probably shouldn't do that? Or because my mom gets away with it, but my mom is like, in her 60s, so it's okay. Like, she's an old lady. We took her to Alamo City Comic Con that first year. Dude, she went and met
it was like the
everybody.
third year that we took her.
Oh, that was the first year.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't?
Mm-mm.
It was the year when Mini-Me was there.
I think it was the third year.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
She was just like, she's like, I just went around and said hi.
He
to all
says
of
like
them,
Kevin
and
Smith, Eric Idle, Ringo Starr, Drew Carey. Damn
he
it,
knows
Doug!
Drew Carey. Are you kidding? Drew Carey's funny. He seems like he'd be funny anyway. I don't know. You don't know what these people
He's
are really
weird
like
now,
anyway.
though.
Yeah.
Like, we're not weird.
No, but he
Really?
seems to be weirder
Cross
than he
the
was.
Threshold.
Is there a threshold?
There is a
Do we
threshold.
have a threshold?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What makes him over the threshold weird?
He got weird after he lost weight.
What? Why? How?
I don't know.
What? Like, what are you saying? makes him
Marcelo
weird?
Figueroa doesn't count.
That was eye rolling on my part. What made Drew Carey weird?
Oh my God, Batman has unlocked a potato.
Is that what Turkey Leg said?
I don't know what that means. He didn't spell potato right.
He's 12. Give him a break.
You were close. You were close.
Why does Batman have a potato, Turkey Leg? I'm very confused. I have a Batman keychain.
It was close. I mean, it seems like it would be right. Potao.
Potato.
Potato.
Potato. I don't understand what's going on anymore. So what is con etiquette? Is it okay to go up and be like, hey, bro?
Batman now has chocolate cakes. I don't understand
The
that.
cake
What
is
does
a
that
lie.
mean?
The cake is a lie. He knows what that means.
We always asked our guests ahead of time, hey, do you want to, do you need somebody to clear the waters for you? And 9 times out of 10, they're like, no, if people want to come up, we'll tell you if we're...
Like feeling overwhelmed or whatever? Oh, okay. So maybe it is okay to just go. Because, I went to the horrible Texas Comic Con. I'm just going to keep calling it horrible because that's what it was.
It was the crooked...
It was terrible.
It was not the crooked Hillary. It was the crooked Texas Comic Con.
Texas Comic Con. And Murdoch was there from the A-Team. And I'm like, Murdoch. And he was Max Headroom, right? And I was like, yeah, he's so cool. Like, I have a Murdoch doll at home, yes. But he's like 900 years old. And I'm like, not going to pay for his autograph because I really don't care that much. Like, I like him. He's cool. His characters were cool, right? So I just kind of did a drive-by at his table. And I was like, oh, hi. I just want to say hi. You're really cool. Gotta go.
That works.
I was like, I don't know.
And it was all a sad face because he probably didn't get paid anything.
I know. And then I felt bad afterwards.
Wow.
I was like, I should have given him the $20. It would have been all he would have
Actually, I
gotten.
did that a couple of times with Brent Spiner at a few cons. It was like, I'm not going to pay for your autograph, but I'll say hello.
And was he cool about
Yeah.
it? He was like, oh, hello, or whatever.
This is cool. You want to take a picture? Okay. Free
See,
picture,
I wish the pictures were free, but I know that they would be there for 100
Yeah.
million pictures. I realize that they do have to put money on it because they would be inundated. I get it.
Oh, here's Hopeful Survivors. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. Michael J. Fox,
Ooh.
and Norman Reedus. Those are good picks.
Those are sexy boys.
Those are good picks.
Good choices. Good choices.
Applause for Michael J. Fox. Yes.
Dude, I love Michael J. Fox.
And he's been doing a lot better with that whatever medication he's been on recently. He's not as shaky.
Not as shaky, yeah. I mean, it would be great if his foundation could do the research and really make
and
a
we
breakthrough.
talk about this, and we talk about celebrities making so much money. They're celebrities that everything they make at conventions, they give straight to charities.
Well, that's what Chris and I were talking
Yeah.
about on the way over here. Go ahead and tell them about that.
We always because our shows value. I'm not going to say cheap. We're thrifty, not cheap. We would tell our guests we're not going to. You can't charge for autographs because our demographic's younger. They don't have a whole lot of money, so you can't charge. And if you are going to charge, it has to go to it has to be donated to a charity, an actual charity, so then we can promote that charity. And most of the time, they're like, well, that's fine. We're not going to charge. Two of them, they wanted to do charities, and of course, our charity at the time were the sisters. So the sisters got a chunk of money, and the congoers didn't mind paying that because it was going right back to the institution.
To go
so
to the institution, yeah. Well, and I think that that's a really noble thing to do. Like, I complain and complain and complain about these awards shows that they have all the time too, and all the money that they spend on the dresses.
Have you been checking Chitango?
No.
But Doug says, I had a message that said I had to wait 30 seconds to send a message. WTF? Because you've been sending it. You've been very vocal on here.
It said, "Stop talking, Doug."
The spam bot checkers.
He's gonna be our celebrity at GameExpo.
Doug.
Yeah.
He's going to be our guest. I don't know what a celebrity. No, there's nobody on Chitango. Nobody likes that. It's lame.
I would love to be able... I would love for YouTube to figure out how we can port YouTube live chat onto our website.
I don't know.
Make it so.
Chitango was sending begging last week when I was using it with Al and Russell. And they were like, Chitango is only sponsored by ads, and we're not making that much money off of ads, so please, sponsor us or whatever. And I was like, oh, no. So
it's probably going to die.
It's probably going to die, and you're not going to have that, so you need to think of something else. But yeah, I don't know. I think celebrities get way too much. I think it would be really great if they would put money back into...
Was it Andrew Lincoln is one of the ones that gives all his money to charity?
I don't know who that is.
It's, what's his name from Walking Dead?
Rick?
Yeah, Rick Grimes.
I'm telling you, I don't know who these people are. I could care less. I'm a celebrity hater. I mean, I'll just fully admit it. I'm a celebrity hater. I don't hate them personally because I don't personally know them, but I just think the whole, gap of how much money they make compared to other people. Entertainment's great. Don't get me wrong. I love movies. I watch the heck out of me some TV and some movies, but seriously, it seems really overinflated to me. And then to get all these awards shows and
the $10,000 bags they get and all that.
Yeah, it just seems too much. It's too much. And then it's kind of created this culture, and it's not as big. The last couple of years, I haven't seen it as much with my students as I used to see it, where that's all they're fixated on.
Mm-hmm.
Is that's what they want to do, is get this 1 in a million shot, right, to make all this ridiculous amount of money for not doing much of anything, and you're famous and everybody loves you, and...
For laughing through a Chewbacca mask?
You didn't even go there right now.
Like Chewbacca mom.
I know. Cut his feet again.
Cut his feet or his feet? No.
His feet, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna misery you. Have you ever read? You've never read a book? Good, you won't know. Don't talk to Stephen King. I don't know.
Oh, there's another one I'd pay $30 to.
Stephen King?
Stephen King.
Oh, I'd pay the money to talk
Yeah.
to Stephen. Yeah, I'd totally pay the money. I'd pay $60 to talk to Stephen King. I'm not even gonna lie right there. I'm a book
I
nerd.
talked to George R. R. Martin, and I didn't call him Mr. Martin.
Shut up! His friends all made fun of me. It wasn't nice, and they were old people. Got all stammery.
Well, they didn't make fun of you. They made fun of him. They were like, "Ooh, Mr. Martin."
Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin.
He was actually
And
a
my
really
phone
nice
died,
guy.
and he was gonna give me a picture.
And then everybody was so upset with me. You didn't even read the books. I know who he is.
We know who's going to die next season.
Vince.
Yeah. Next season on Geek Out SA.
You think Jon Snow knows nothing? You should meet Vince. He knows nothing about what's about to happen to him.
But
no, I was so mad. 'Cause
like
my
Jon
phone,
Snow-
legitimately died. You're going to come back?
I'm gonna come back. Better than ever.
Better than ever. Deader than ever. Jon Snow the zombie.
So yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It was nice to meet Georgia.
I think it's starting to become more and more inflated. I think it's going to hit a wall eventually, and it's gonna go down again. Hopefully. I see that happening, but I could be wrong. It's gonna come to be too much money for what people want to do.
It'll be the con bubble.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting to a point where there's about to be that con bubble, especially here in our town. Just because of the socioeconomic state that this town happens to be in, we're not in one of those places where we have as much disposable income. Well, there are chunks of people in San Antonio that do, but there are also chunks of San Antonio that don't have money for food.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so,
but there's also chunks of people that have the money just choose not to spend it on that.
I don't want to. I don't. Aside from the few that we named,
Right.
You know, and what are the chances that they'll be here?
GoFundMe.com/literacy club. Yes, Doug. Literacy club. Yeah, and he's going to be there at the Literacy Club for GaMexpo. So he's going to be talking about the Literacy Club and
yes, Doug,
what
we're
he's
going to
doing with
interview
that.
you for that when you're here in San Antonio, so don't worry. We're actually going to interview Doug, and we may actually do a preemptive show on Thursday night after we all get back from the Alamo and stuff like that, and sit Doug here on the couch and do an interview with him about his GoFundMe and his Literacy Club. And we actually had a little snafu with our little free library that we didn't tell everybody about. The plexiglass it looks like it got pulled out of the door. I'm not for certain.
Well, it was a little more than pulled out because there was a frame around it, so it was punched out.
Yeah, and some of the letters were ripped off, some of the words on the side, so we're working on trying to get it fixed because we're not exactly handy men or women. So
we're not too shabby.
We're not too shabby, but we're not Handy Andy or whatever that Handy Manny or what was that little cartoon? I don't know what it's called.
Dan?
All for Survivor says, "Can't wait to meet you, Doug." And Doug says, "Do I get on the couch with you?"
Yeah, you got to get on the couch with me. Everybody gets on the couch with me. Oh, that sounded wrong. I just quit today, okay? I quit. I'm done. I'm so over it.
She has issues. It's Friday and she doesn't give a damn. Damn.
Children are watching.
Yeah.
Darn.
So, yeah, it's next weekend already. It's going to be fun.
Next weekend, GaMexpo.
The cool thing about this is it's a smaller con than what you may be used to. Like you have Alamo City Comic Con, you have San Japan. They're huge cons. You have PAX, huge cons. And you had Mizumi Con, which is a bigger con, but not quite as huge as San Japan and Alamo City. But I think that's more of by design.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice and small.
Nice and small.
The Goldilocks, just right, baby.
And there's been a lot of talk about these, what they call them, boutique cons.
Right.
Because it's a little more friendly. It's not as hectic. You're not herded around like cattle in lines.
Yeah, like Colleen was saying, you're a person when you come to these cons.
Yes, you get to be a person, and it's personable. And
I was like, we even back when we used to do ChimeraCon, we even got the it was Crystal that said, I don't even mind just letting my kids out there and just explore around because I feel comfortable with all the people that are here, which are not a huge amount to where you would get lost or anything like that. So
and the nice thing about a gaming con is you're going there and you're doing things and there are events. So there are all these groups there. Like the D&D Adventures League group is going to be there, and if you've never played D&D before but you want to know what it's like, well, now you get to go in a room and you get to try out D&D with all these people that know what it's like. There's a whole board game room with people that are just sitting there hoping for people who will come so that they can teach them all these board games. So if you were ever interested in one of these like really expensive board games, this would be the time.
No pressure, no judgment.
Yeah,
You know.
just come play, hang out, see what it's like. The
And
Armada
actually get
group's
to
going to be
do
there.
something than just stand in line.
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be lots of stuff. There's going to be, Doug is actually doing the game creation. So you're going to get all these pieces, and you get to pick from all these pieces that the game crafter sent us,
And we
you
just
get to
got
design
it.
a
We
game.
just got that in, and it's awesome. We got a ton of stuff, and y'all are gonna have a lot of fun making your own games.
Yeah, and you're going to get advice from people that are in the industry. So it's like, you know, here you go. If you're really interested in this, this is the time to come. We have some local designers from here in San Antonio and from Austin that are play testing some of their games. So you get to see that side of it. Like what happens before a game comes out. Like people don't know that it's not just like magic poof behind the scenes. Like it takes all these years of developing and getting artists and coming up with ideas and playing it out with different people. So there's going to be that
We're getting
happening.
several artists.
There's also some
Yeah.
video game designers here in town that are showing off their games. So it's not just tabletop. There's also some video game designers here in town that are showing off their video games to everybody. So I think it's just a really good chance to go try a bunch of different types of gaming. No pressure, you know, you just get to go and have fun.
And you don't have to pay to play the games. Like I know when you go to Gen Con, pretty much everything you have to do there you have to pay for.
Yeah.
Even if somebody's just showing off their brand new game, you gotta pay money to play it. Which I don't know. I've never liked that aspect.
Yeah.
And we at
I guess
our
they must have
convention-
had a problem at some point with maybe like
since it
Game
got so
Masters
huge.
flaking out or something, or I don't know what it is about paying the extra.
But that's the thing.
Because it's $95 for the whole weekend.
But that's the thing. Why are you penalizing the attendees that are paying to play the game rather than penalizing the GM?
Yeah. I don't know. You and I know that venue must cost them a sweet chunk of money.
Well, it's huge, and
And
then
it's color-coded.
and all the hotels too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
So I
have
don't
no
know, they
idea.
must
I
work
have
the
no
deal
idea
because
what the
they-
logistics are, because that's like 60,000 people. So
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. Like I can't even imagine logistics for something like that. I don't even want to imagine it. But here it's nice. It's intimate. It's going to be like 500 people, you know, kind of hanging out, playing games. We've done a lot. And somebody said something really nice to me today about how much you and I have done, and it's nice for people to notice how much you and I have tried to bring together the gaming community here in San Antonio, and we've worked really hard. I have actually been looking and searching and communicating because we wanted to give free tickets to enlisted people here because San Antonio is military town, USA. I finally got confirmation today from a contact that they are working on getting us a list of enlisted guys that are going to come to the con for free. It's just out of our pockets. We're not getting anything special for it or any kind of boost. We're just bringing them in. We gave tickets to the Fisher House for the veterans and the active duty family members that are here, and their families are in the hospital there at Wilford Hall or at Randolph. So just so that they could have some relief from that. We also gave some tickets to a local high school teacher who started a gaming club. And it's in the area where the con is. So what better way than to start a new generation of gamers and to bring them in. So those are all tickets that Vincent and I are paying for out of our own pocket to help to pay for the venue so that we can bring new people to gaming. So it is something that means a lot to us, that matters to us. So we hope that people come and enjoy it. We've put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, because it really does foster intellect playing tabletop games. And that's one of the reasons I'm really, so gung-ho for it, because it's not. It teaches you like problem resolution. It teaches you camaraderie. It teaches you socialization. It has that number of things that you can't do playing a video game. Even though video games are fun, and back in the day when we used to play the Nintendo, those are fun, and they were still social because you had the person right next to you because you couldn't network.
Well, and it also took much more imagination when you had a couple of squares on the screen versus
Yeah.
the
Right.
graphics now.
Which is like you're playing a movie nowadays,
Yeah.
right? So it's definitely a different level.
But Doug says, "Get me a size and I can get a new door." We can find.
Oh, for
I
the
think
little free library.
I think we can fix it. We just need to go in there. Nothing was like actually broken.
No, it's not broken. They just like ripped off. So like inside the door, there's wood, like a wood frame that kept the plexi in, and I
Yeah.
had water sealed it, like you told me to. So like the putty was off and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe you can help us look at it when you get here. If I'll carry you with your little broke up knee. We wanted to take you out there and let you see it anyway. So
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
And he's gung ho for the board game design competition. That's gonna be a lot of fun, and that's going to be a 3-day event. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right.
Friday and Saturday. Friday is when you get all the stuff and then sign up for it. Saturday you can still sign up for it, but you still don't have as much time to finish it. And then Sunday will be the judging, and then we'll see who wins from that, and then see what happens for that too.
Yeah.
But no, the Game Crafters send us a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But we'll definitely see you there. Anything else? Oh, yes. The major news I was going to let out is
Chris and I are both like, wait, there's major news you're letting out tonight?
I have been working with Octane Toys and Nolan
3D.
Nolan C 3D Print Works to build a game table,
Yes.
a board game table, and
It's a hunk of a table.
it's a big table, but
It's a nice table. After all the work that y'all have put into it, I kind of wish we didn't have to let it go. I was just like, but just don't tell the people and we'll keep it.
I was like, but where are we gonna put it?
I can think of places. No, I'm still
But-
trying to convince him. It's too late. He's leaking it now.
All you need to do, you can buy tickets for it, but just by coming, you're gonna get a ticket to win that table. So just by getting into GameExpo, you have a ticket to win this table, and it's a cool table. It was a lot of work, and we're not quite finished with it yet, but it's gonna be done by the time. It's just a few things but if you haven't seen anything, we posted on GameExpo Facebook, so you can look at a little bit of it and see what we're doing there.
Some hints.
Some little hints, but it's going to look a lot cooler than that, even what it already is. But no, thanks for checking us out again. I'm glad we finally got to talk about GameExpo more, because we've kind of been glossing over it for a little bit over the things, because when we have guests on, we have to pay attention to the guest. And that's the most important thing. And sometimes some of our other stuff that we want to talk about gets glossed over. But this time we didn't gloss over it so much, and we're talking about more. But we'll definitely love to see you there at GameExpo. It's October 7th through 9th
So that's
this
like
year.
next weekend.
Next week.
Next weekend. It's at the Hill Country Hilton on Westover Hills.
Off of 151.
So, off of 151. So be there and be awesome. Play games. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen, and that's Christopher.
Woo.
Geek Out SA.